The Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is set to meet the French president in Paris. It's the second day of the prince's visit to France, the latest stop on a round-the-world tour. Melissa Bell has been watching all the action. She joins us live from Paris. Melissa, what are we expecting? I think we're looking at live pictures, actually, of his approach right now. Yes, they are live pictures. I know economic issues always on the agenda, but no doubt some of the difficult issues facing the region will also be on the table.
That's right. I mean, even now, just next to me, Maggie, you're seeing those two men, Emmanuel Macron and the Saudi Crown Prince, meeting, not for the first time even on this trip, since the two men had dinner at the Louvre Museum on Sunday night. But this is really the formal part of the state visit of the Crown Prince. The two men will now discuss a number of different issues. The idea is not so much individual contracts this time, but rather a sort of strategic partnership. And there is so much that divides these two men on a number of the regional issues, Maggie, that the search will be for some common ground when it comes to issues such as Yemen, such as Qatar, Lebanon as well, and of course Syria. I mean, really what the journalists gathered here today in the Elysee courtyard are waiting for is that press conference and an opportunity to ask Emmanuel Macron precisely what his thoughts are, what he is planning, and when he is planning to do it. We've been hearing from American officials, White House officials, Maggie, about that idea that the White House is looking to act with the French, given the uncertainty that the British would face of getting any idea of punitive strikes against Syria past Parliament. You'll remember back in 2013, that had been the problem for David Cameron at the time. It is feared that that could be the problem for Theresa May today. So Washington very much looking to the resolve of Paris on this particular issue, and the journalists gathered here to the precise words that Emmanuel Macron will use at the press conference just after the two men have finished meeting. Maggie.
And Melissa, Emmanuel Macron really putting himself front and center once again as this sort of, person in the middle, sort of representing Europe. What has been the reception of the Crown Prince there in France? We talked yesterday. There were some protests surrounding the issue of Yemen. What has the overall reception been?
Well, it is a fairly controversial visit because of that issue. I mean, this is one that is important in France, not just because NGOs have been bringing it to the fore as this visit approached, but also because Emmanuel Macron's very own parliamentarians are putting pressure on him to cease weapons sales to Saudi Arabia as long as this conflict is going on. You know, that is considered by the United Nations the gravest humanitarian catastrophe facing the world in 2018, and it has pretty much in the press here dominated this visit. It will be on the cards, and the Elysee has been at pains to explain that this visit is not about arms contracts. Indeed, none will be signed at all. Maggie.
Melissa Bell for us live in Paris. Thank you so much.